up guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're finally putting on my Catless Downpipe on my 335. So let's get it pulled into the garage quickly so the exhaust doesn't get too hot, and then get it installed. All right, got the car on the lift here. Just in that 2 seconds, this thing's already hot as can be. So while it cools down, we're gonna get started by taking off all these under shields, including this metal one. That'll give us lots of room to get to the cat. We just gotta get this clamp and the other one. I recommend taking the sensors out when the cat's on the ground. You just gotta make sure you know which one is the upper and the lower. So let's get all these bolts undone. Alrighty, so now we got all the under covers off. Now you can clearly see the one bolt, nice and rusted. And the second bolt, a little more hard to see. Right there. And then there's also these two bolts here, but I'm gonna do those last because I know they're gonna come out pretty easily. All right, just like I assumed this one snapped, which who cares? It actually probably makes it easier. The top one came out actually really easy because I think no water and rust or anything gets up in there. It was a 1/2 inch. The wrench does, the ratchet fits. You just gotta put it up in here. Now it's just these two bolts, which I think are also 15s, and then the cat just pops right out of here. All right, guys, so the last step before taking out the cat is to unplug the O2 sensor wires here. Now, so that way you don't get mixed up. BMW actually already color-coded the plugs. I'll show you when I unplug it here. So, as you can see here, this one's black, and this one's yellow. So, in our case, the black one is the one that's on the top of the cat. So, it's gonna have to go on the top of our downpipe. And then the harness side is also corresponding with that. All right, guys. Now that the wires are unplugged, our cat can come right out of there. Perfect. Well, here is the OEM one, and here's our Catless one. As you can see, it's gonna be way easier to install because it's like 1/3 of the size. Also, these bolts here, this does not go on the Catless one. So now all we gotta do is, remember our black has to go right here. Our yellow one just goes right there. Into this one here. All right, let's see how quickly we can get this thing installed. I'm gonna get the best angle possible, but it's kind of hard for you guys to see anything really. All right, so after this bolts in, I'm just gonna install it without showing you because it's just the same process as we took it out, and you can't really see the top bolt anyways. All right, guys, the time we've all been waiting for has finally come. Got everything reassembled. This is basically gonna be a cold start, so let's hear how it sounds. guys, so it's been a little bit. Car's cold again, so we're getting a cold start outside. Then we're gonna take it for a drive and see how it sounds. Wait for the idle to drop and then we can take it for a little spin. Okay, it should be pretty warm for the idle for a bit too. Alright guys, I'm pretty happy with how the car sounds. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. Also, be sure to comment if you want to hear more of the exhaust. I'll make a separate video on that if you guys want to hear it. Also, be sure to subscribe if you guys want to see more videos like this. In the next video, I think I'm going to be putting in Apple CarPlay or putting in some tinted taillights. So be sure to subscribe so you get notified when those videos come out. But other than that, guys, that's going to end today's video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.